Welcome to the Embodied Soul podcast, Soulpreneur. This is a life and business space for you to help raise your vibration and energetically connect to your Dharma, your spiritual life purpose, so you can take aligned action to embody your uniqueness like never before. You are needed in your fullest expression. So today I really felt like it was the right time to riff on my take on healing. So healing for me is to bring the body, the mind, the energy, the soul into balance. It's to just basically move into an empowered space so that you can do what you're here to do on this earth. And I don't mean graft for the system. I mean, bring joy, bring your love, bring your heart, bring you to the table. That is life. I've been on a healing journey all my life, which most of us have. And when I had my daughter, that's when I really retrained into being, in inverted commas, a healer. So I've got a law degree, a master's in law. I was in the corporate world. I was a business analyst, but it was shriveling my soul up. It wasn't for me. And then when I had my daughter, my husband, I can remember so vividly, my husband said, "What are you going to do?" And the thought of going back, I just couldn't do it. And I just said, "I'm going to do Reiki." Didn't even know what it was. It just dropped in. And he was like, "Okay." And I did. So I'll tell you my story, actually, because I don't know if many people know this story. So back in the day, before Facebook, before online events, before Zoom, I don't even know how I ended up being there. I can't remember. And I didn't know anyone at this party. I ended up going for a reading at a party. So back in the day, and it still happens now, people used to have gatherings and get a psychic tarot card reader or a channeler there to do readings. And that's where I met my first healing teacher. And I don't know. She lived an hour away from me, but I travel every week to see her. I learned Reiki with her. I learned shamanic healing with her. I learned psychic development with her. We had the best time. And within a few months, I was a Reiki master. Well, within, I think, about 9 months, I kind of went through the journey quite quickly. I built up an in-person practice, so seeing clients and also teaching most weekends. Actually, I used to go and go to Mind Body and Spirit events with a little stall, doing trials and speaking. And yeah, I built up a really successful, really thriving business. And I forget that I did that, and I don't really celebrate myself enough for that. But then I got cancer. So I've had many, many years of experience. And I did yoga because I wanted to reach more people. And yeah. And now I work online because I really want to reach more people. And I've realized that my skills translate to online and quantum field. And I'm having the best time across the globe, but I still like seeing people in person. So when I was doing Reiki, I can remember people used to phone me up on the old fashioned phone and say, "I've been told I need 4 sessions, then I'll be healed." And I'll be like, "I don't know. You could feel better after 1 session. You might need more. I can't tell you. So please, you're not coming to see me," because I didn't want people to have any expectations. I certainly didn't want people to think that they needed 4 sessions. And I didn't want people, even back then, who gave their power away to other people. When you are in a healing journey, it's a collaboration between you, your guide, your healer, your mentor, the universe, and you taking radical responsibility for yourself. In the Reiki principles that I learned all the way back then, basically we have some principles behind healing where you take responsibility for yourself on. I could spend 10 weeks with you, and I could channel energy through your body. You could accept it. You could feel amazing. You could be like, "Yes, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do this and do that." When my energy is taken away, if you haven't really embodied that change and really stepped into your power, if you don't truly believe that you can change your own life, because only you can, that all that energy that I've all that time, it will have made a difference. But without you taking aligned action and really, really moving your life in the direction that you're here to move, it's going to go away. It will never be wasted. I always say energy won't be wasted. So healing is a collaboration. You can heal yourself. You can do healing work yourself. Absolutely. I've done a lot of work on myself, but there's nothing like collaboration. And I was really reflecting because I did a poll on Instagram a few months ago just to see how people saw me. Am I a teacher? Am I a guide, a mentor? Am I a healer? Am I a coach? And most people said healer and teacher. And it actually made me laugh because most of what I do is coaching. And as I got reflecting, it truly dropped in that coaching is one of the most healing things that I do in my profession and that somebody can do. So what is coaching? Life, business coaching, what is it? It's basically, this is my interpretation. It's where you ask the most beautiful questions to get to the truth of the matter, to get to see what that soul really thinks about themselves and help them move past anything that isn't true into their own power, into their own uniqueness, into their gifts, into possibility, which is where healing is. Healing is that possibility of wellness and balance and homeostasis. So coaching is holding the space for people to move in to their uniqueness and their wellness. Coaching is healing if the person coaching is able to leave their ego, their preferences, their opinions outside of the coaching space. If they're able to meet that person heart to heart and accept that person that they're coaching exactly where they are, just to meet them in that moment. I've had some coaching sessions where the outcome is that person needs to play. Literally, they need to bring the joy into the body again. And they have. I've had people go and sledge. I've had people go and build, grown women, go and get playhouses. That's the work. That's the healing. Right then, that inner child needs some nourishment. And the person that we are now, needs some flipping joy. Healing doesn't have to be hard and serious. It can be so many different things. Healing basically is you moving past the untruths that you tell yourself, the feeling of illness, of not feeling well, and moving into a better space. Does that mean that all physical illnesses will just go? Absolutely not. But you'll be moving to a better place, or you'll be moving to a place where you can sit and be with your physical injuries, illnesses, in a more beautiful space in your mind and in your energy. So before any healing journey, it's really important that the person you work with, you resonate with, that the person you work with doesn't promise anything, doesn't have any expectations on you. But the most important thing is that you know deep down that you are enough, and that you are more than enough, that you are perfect, and that you are able to move to a more healed, feeling whole, because I'll say, because you always are whole, but feeling more whole in yourself. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe and let anyone else know who would find this of interest and help to them. All the links are in the show notes below. Sending love. Bye.